First of all, happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Today is officially Valentine's Day. I hope you and your loved ones, if you have one, are going to enjoy this, would be considered a special day if you do have a partner in your life. And if you don't, well, I'm not sure whose fault that is, but we won't get into that. What I'd like to discuss on here are reasons why people are or should be blacklisted or prevented from coming in this country. And we've touched upon this at other times. But I put on a short there for Jennifer Terry, who had a video on there. But let's discuss what an idiot really is in, both kind of personally and legal aspects of what is actually an idiot. It's very, very interesting how this country just lays it out and calls it what it is. They could define idiot as well. They could say that maybe the person has some mental situations going on, or they just, can't comprehend things and can't do things for themselves, or, their behavior in society states such. But when you come into this country, they don't know if you're an idiot or not. They don't know anything about your background. It's only when you're in this country and you do things that could be described, I don't know, excuse the vernacular, but, could be described as, idiotic or an idiot for what they do. Okay, so that is a reason that an epilepsy, idiots, rapists, this, that, are denied entry into this country. If it's public record, this is something that's already known, then that's a red flag to get into this country. But once you've made it into this country, and they don't know that you're an idiot because they don't have any public record of you, or you haven't done anything in the country that proves you're an idiot, well, that's their definition. And I'm not trying to be rude how I use the word idiot. But here in the Philippines, they actually use that as an actual word and a reason to be denied entering this country if the person is an idiot. It's their words, it's not mine. This is true. Look it up. Go see my short. It's like 15 seconds long. I don't know. But if you're an idiot. Now, what is an idiot? How do we define? Not as just a bad word to call somebody that you don't like. Oh, you're an idiot. Okay, well, somebody uses that word quite loosely and quite often. We don't need to make names on Valentine's Day here. Let's keep it clean, okay? If the shoe fits, wear it type of situation, okay? But we do have an idiot that is in this country. And how do you also further define an idiot? An idiot is a person who does an offense, doesn't just do it, once or twice, but constantly. An idiot could be defined as somebody who has charges on them, charges, and what caused the charges was being an idiot. Okay, saying something horrible about somebody and repeatedly doing that, that's an idiot. But to make him more of an idiot, they'll do it on a platform, a social platform, on camera or off, whatever, but either way. And they have, for whatever reason, they have charges against them, and the charges that they have against them would give reason not to go on social media and repeat offense. But we have a particular person that does that and did that. He's a repeat offender. That would be defined under any definition or terminology, would be defined as an idiot. And certainly, of course, to the legal terminology of this country, he would be a bona fide idiot. Combine the fact that people who are categorized like that usually don't have much of an education. They could not finish even the lowest grade of school. Henceforth, they're idiots. If you, well, if you know the expression, if it acts like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, has feathers like a duck, swims like a duck, you're a duck. If you act like an idiot, don't have the schooling background, you're not educated, and you clearly show your lack of education, and you do stupid things over and over and over again, thinking that you're going to remedy this somehow by repeat offensing, you're an idiot. That's how that works. Yeah, that's the one, Joseph. That defines an idiot, a true idiot. But I found it fascinating though, how, and a lot of people who have seen these legal terminologies in the Philippines on defining what is actually an idiot, or just using that terminology. The Philippines will say that yes, if you have certain mental issues or something like that, which you think they would say, but the cool thing about them is that they just come out and call you an idiot. They use that as a definition, not an explanation, but a definition, and they utilize this in terms of people who are mentally incompetent. And rather just saying they're mentally incompetent or something, they call you an idiot. So imagine a guy coming on YouTube, and one guy in particular that's always calling me an idiot. Well, an idiot calling somebody else who supposedly is an idiot an idiot. There's something strange about that. Okay. So I've always found that funny. I wanted to share it. This is basically a Valentine's Day hello to people, and but I was doing some reading, and let me tell you something about overstaying, and that Jennifer Terry makes very clear on there. And I was just listening to her show too, but if you're overstaying in the country a relatively short period of time, you don't have to worry about being deported. Just go there and pay the fucking, forgive my language, pay the goddamn fees, and you're okay. But to go like for 7 years and not do that, that would be defined again as an idiot. What else could you say it is? It's an idiot. Because only an idiot would wait 7 years until they were caught by the immigration. Oh shit, I should have. That's a mistake I know I'll never make again, the person would say. No names mentioned on my show, please. And, that's an idiot. I mean, that's a true idiot. An idiot could be somebody who sits 8,000 miles away from the Philippines in their dark room making, psychotic, defined video skits about somebody else when their life might be considered, they might be considered an idiot themselves for doing what they're doing. But we won't go deep into that. So I did find that rather interesting. And as regards the reasons for deportation, too, they're really interesting ones. But the idiot thing got me. But the boy, we have them out here. How come they're still here? I don't know. But you have to get into trouble for the law to figure out whether or not you're an idiot or not. Because nobody knows at the gates when you come in this country. They don't know if you're a bona fide idiot until you do something that's idiotic. So that's kind of how it works. Do something idiotic. And there's an individual who has done something for so many years that is idiotic beyond belief. Because who, if they had a right mind, who would be a repeat offender in such a fashion, so often, and on a regular basis, without question, a regular basis? Do it over and over again and expect some kind of positive results. from doing such. That would be an idiot. Now, the word idiot, people use that terminology, that word, very freely as an insult, but there's it's clearly defined, certainly in this country, what an idiot is. Well, they don't really clearly define it, but if you had to get them to break it down and say, what is an idiot? There would be certain people who would absolutely qualify for that. An idiot certainly is a person who makes the same mistakes over and over and over and over and over again. That would be an idiot, clearly defined as an idiot. Whether it's defined by the Philippines, their terminology or definition of what an idiot is, that's clearly an idiot to anyone. You don't do something over and over again if it's working against you. That's the point that I'm trying to make. If it's working against you, maybe you need a different strategy, a whole different. To be or not to be, that is the question. And there's always a lot of questions. So shall we discuss? Well, everybody puts their hopes out, Barry, that you got married to your sweet, wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous girlfriend. But unfortunately, it's just a Cenomar that you have presented. Anybody can get a Cenomar and present that. Then there's your Cenomar that you have to present, and then, well, you know how it goes. It goes on from there. So, oh, I didn't see the rings. Did he come up? Did it come in an LED box? Another one? I don't know. No, I didn't. I didn't catch it. Yeah, he needs a Cenomar too, Sid. This is just one of Barry's continued tomfoolery bullshit that he puts on here. Now, when I see a marriage certificate, a certificate of marriage, then I'll say, okay, the dude got married. Like I said, either way, don't bother me. But, you know, if he did get married, I mean, the adventure is just beginning. But posting a Cenomar is not proof of marriage. Nope. Let's see his Cenomar. Let's see a certificate of marriage. And then we all could say, okay, he pulled it off. He got married. There's no pics at the ceremony. Okay, right. Says that.
Yeah, congrats if you get
Yeah,
married.
even Gilda just said congrats if you were able to get married. Even came from Gilda. She said in the background, congrats. Right. No pictures of the ceremony, no marriage certificate, nothing like that, but his girlfriend, Cenomar. Well, if you want your loving audience to applaud you and be happy for you, produce the certificate of marriage. I don't think anybody's asking too much on there. There's my 13 people again. Yeah, I don't think that should be a problem if you got married. You know what it is with Barry? He just doesn't want to be on the losing side, and he's always having to prove himself. It, the whole reason for the marriage is obvious if there is a marriage, but it's just another way of saying, see, I'll show you. I'll show you. Well, you're not showing us anything so far. We see, some rings, and we see a Cenomar certificate, but that does not mean there is a marriage. So they're just some cheap shit rings. Well, what do you expect from him? But he has money in the bank. He should have put out for some real rings. I mean, honestly. But like I said, it's the thought that counts. But still, the first time was an embarrassment with the LED box ring. But if you really want to get a marriage ring or something, it really should be something a little bit special. It doesn't have to be like extra special, but something you know something that shows you care. Something that's a good keepsake. That's not going to rust or turn black or green on your finger. John Smith says it's not a no, it's not a marriage certificate. I seen what was on there. It was a Cenomar for his girlfriend. That doesn't mean marriage. It means that she tried to put in the paperwork to get everything together to get married. I don't see his Cenomar on there, and I don't see a certificate of marriage. So, what's that all about? The same scammy type shit that he does all the time? Joseph says, do a cut and paste of the link of mine. That's a few. Yeah, I can't go back. I didn't see the ring thing. I should have looked over in there. I just seen the picture of the Cenomar. That's all I see. So, I would normally say congrats to the very happy couple with the wonderful future, but I can't really say that until I actually know that they're married. We'd all like to congratulate the lovely couple, of course, but we need to know that you're actually married. Just like in the past, I never was hiding from immigration that I'm current, but turned out he wasn't current and he's in jail. It's just something simple as that. I don't think we're asking for much. You know, like in that one movie, show me the money, show me the money. Show us the marriage certificate. If you can produce a bona fide marriage certificate, then you could say that you got married. Then we can believe you. For those that wish you well, and for those that don't wish you well, for those that like to see you married, and for those that don't like to see you married. Either way, I don't think it makes a difference on anything legally or any other way that you might have in your mind, because you're still not going to be able to get a 13A no matter what. So, I don't know. If that's the case, Frank must be devastated you weren't invited. I know I wasn't invited. I mean, a formal invitation. I'm sure Brevis was there, right? Of course.
So ready na ka? Sige.
Yeah, of course. He'll claim the coast. Yeah, I know. Like February 22nd, they were supposed to. Is he on his way?
Yeah.
I gotta go downtown. Yeah, now he'll claim the post to get a rise of the people. Barry, unfortunately, it's at a point where people are just not buying your story anymore. And fun is fun, games are games, but people are, yawning with all this shit going on. If I have to continue this later, I will, but I have to run downtown if I got a very important chore to put together. If you want to prove that you're married, why are you just showing a cinema? Barry, people are not into your games anymore. They're well over your games. Marriage February 2nd and said you can't do it, and this is blah, 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 blah. Quack, 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 quack. Make up your mind. If you want to marry the girl, marry the girl if you can. Don't make excuses. I don't think people care either way, to be honest with you. I know I don't give a shit either way. If you can get married or can't get married, that's her problem, not mine. If she married you, that's her problem. Future problems, anyway. So I don't care either way. Now he'll claim he did that post just to get a rise out of people. Yeah, well, come on. I mean, who are we talking about here? What you talking about, Willis? You know, who are we talking about here? We're talking about Barry. Have you ever told the truth about anything? And you're not going to throw a ramrod up my ass, Barry, if you manage to get married. As I said, I don't give a shit either way if you get married or not. Either way, it's disastrous anyway. It doesn't matter to me. You're not going to ruin my day or ruin my Valentine's meal tonight. If you get married, you get married. If you want to show anything, show the right stuff. Put up a certificate of marriage. Do you buy that story, Gilda?
No.
I don't either. No, she don't buy it. Unless she sees a marriage certificate. And then there was some, legal impediments involved in here. Oh God, is my ride here yet? Not yet. Then there were certain things that came to mind, certain legal impediments, which made me kind of question. Yeah. Bum is the kind of person, if he had a heart attack, you would just step over him. Well, nah, that's not true with me. I'm not what you think I am here. I'm just defending myself on something here on a case where I didn't like what he said, and it was not something that one could excuse. If Obama had a heart attack in front of me, I try to help him. Believe it or not, I try to help him. I'm not that cold. I know he's done a lot of wrong with me and all that shit, but no, I wouldn't do that. He'd do that to me, but we're two different people. We're two different people. I'm not that cold. I could be when I have reason to be. But no, in a situation like that, no, of course not. It wouldn't be the other way around, I know that, yeah. I'm just waiting for my ride, and then I'll probably hang up. He's coming now. I'll listen, when I come back, I'll do a show. Okay? I'll continue. But no, I really have something urgent to do downtown, so I'll talk to you guys in a way. But meanwhile, Barry, don't be afraid. I'm not going to have a heart attack or nothing or anybody else. If you got married to the girl, congratulations. But don't put up a Cenomar, because nobody's going to believe that. Not my girlfriend, not myself, and not anybody else on here. Okay. We're not asking for much. And as I said, I don't give a fuck either way. But a Cenomar is just basically showing that your girlfriend doesn't have any marriage on records. Okay. Okay. As simple as that. There's a lot of shit to pay for and a lot of paperwork to get married. Yeah, I agree with you on that. That's why I said if his lips are moving, he's usually lying. So why don't you just assume that he's lying unless he presents an actual, not some kind of a template or something. You could fool people with shit like that. If he shows a stamp with people's names and signatures on it, date of marriage, the whole bit, then we'll believe you. Other than that, don't expect people to believe you. You're a boy who cried wolf, and you create that own reputation for yourself. But to the happy couple, I'll believe it when I see it. How's that? That's fair. Those rings are like 100 pesos. Well, it's the thought that counts, right, guys? 40 years old she is. Looks like she waited for her soulmate to come around. It's destiny. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I'll catch you later when I come back, half an hour, whatever it might be. Yeah, produce your Cenomar, Barry, and better yet, don't have to bother with that. Produce a marriage certificate, dated, stamped, whatever, and your viewers will believe you. Otherwise, you're being the same idiot. Remember, I did a whole show about idiots. You'd be the same idiot you always were. As simple as that. Okay, we are here. Um, my goodness, I'm operating on. Oh hell, I'm going to turn the air conditioner on this phone. Barely any battery power, but let's try something here. Okay, I think we're ready to go on this broadcast here. Now, I had to sneak out and buy her a bouquet of flowers, and I think she had a pretty good idea what I was doing. Anyway, I did present him. I didn't want to put that on camera when I presented it to her because that was getting on a real personal side. And I've done this before, and I figured that's between her and me. I could show you the bouquet of flowers, and I can do that. But I think personal moments like that, I think are should be better kept between me and her. So that's exactly what I did, and it was really hard getting the flowers because. Well, they were busy. They were making money left hand over right, and you should have seen the varied prices on here from one stand to another. You wouldn't believe it. Who says they're not making money in the Philippines? They certainly are. Uh, we began a discussion earlier uh, before I had to leave the house to actually go out and get this bouquet of flowers for Valentine's Day. She probably knew I was going to get it, but I was gone that long, so she knows why I went downtown. So yeah, we'll share. I'm just waiting for the battery to get a little more charge in it here because it was down on the red zone. It was pretty low. I'm kind of plugged in there. Yeah. So I guess the discussion was earlier. I don't know what the update is on that, and not that I care that much, but it had to do with the idea whether Barry got married or not, whether it's just another one of his, you know, gotcha moments that he likes to do and bait people. And I think if anything, he just probably pisses people off. Not, he's not pissing me off, but maybe some people get pissed off that, hey, you're going to get married or not. Marry a girl. Don't present a Cenomar from your girlfriend. That does not prove marriage at all. Show us a real marriage certificate, then we could say, okay, dude got married. Good journey, May wind be at your back, if that was really the story. Now, my personal beliefs on that. I just don't believe that it doesn't have to be that happy couple. It could be anybody, to get married under circumstances that probably not the best idea in the world because there might be a slew of disadvantages of doing so, where maybe the individual thinks that this is going to solve all his problems. I personally think if it was a real marriage, it would actually create some future problems. So it's not going to resolve everything. It just doesn't work that way. It's one thing to present a Cenomar, but present a certificate of marriage, and then I could say, okay, with real signatures, not a template from something, and we could say that, hey, they got married, you know, and congratulations to the happy couple, and congratulations. I don't know where everybody is. Somebody doing a live show right now, or it's just bad timing. I'm not sure. But yeah, a Cenomar is just not good enough. People want to see more. And if he did present more, I wasn't here to see it. I'm sure I will. But, if you're going to say you're going to do something, you just do it. I live by that creed. If I say I'm going to do something, I will do it. I'm not going to come up with some phony baloney story to try to impress somebody if you think that's impressing anybody. I see troubled waters is what I see with this. But then again, I'm not marrying the guy. She is. So, smooth sailing is all I could say to that. Smooth sailing. Yeah, I'm just continuing my show from earlier because I had to step out and I just bought her a nice bouquet of flowers. Now, real flowers, they weren't made of silk or whatever, or plastic that they were selling. And they were selling like hotcakes. I mean, really, they were selling incredible. A lot of money was being made on these holidays. They always make money, especially Valentine's Day. Yes, we are going out tonight to a nice resort. We got it ready, planned, and paid for, and we're going to go out to a resort and have a nice buffet meal. and it's one of the resorts on the beach. And we are going to have also a celebration of her child's birthday. It'll be 15 today, so double, kind of a double celebration. So it's good times. I'm hungry now. I can't wait till later, but that's the way it is. Sometimes you have to have a little patience with something. But I guess that's what's going on. If there was a real marriage, congrats to the perfect couple. It's a perfect couple, and they are the perfect couple. They deserve each other. I think they really do. But I have this gut feeling that it's another one of his bait things to piss me off or piss people off. But I tried to explain. He's not pissing me off by getting married to her. I'm laughing because I know it's a rough road ahead, and it just ain't gonna work out because of who he is and for the reason he wants to get married. And I could go on and on with a lot of other things to say about it. But if you have a real marriage to somebody, make it a real marriage. Out of love, not out of a tool, not out of trying to get some kind of a stay in the country. And you can't, not for that. It's not the way it works. But, you can't tell him that. He just doesn't comprehend things very well. Me, I just see, I'm trying to make this broadcast, I don't want to make it too negative. I don't want to make it too negative. But let's see, I'll take a look at the bouquet. We can do that. I'm very low on battery here, so I'll plug it back in about another minute. And let's take another look at that bouquet.
There.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I got a really nice bouquet of flowers, and she loved it. Sorry, I didn't want to put it on camera when I presented her this. That's a personal moment. I've done this in the past. But she liked it, loved it. And this is what you do when you love someone, really love someone. I'll spare you. That's what you do. And sometimes you have to plan ahead, and remembering people's birthdays, remembering anniversary days, remembering Valentine's Day, because the Filipinos are very emotional with that, and they take these holidays very seriously, and they kind of go real out with their emotions. And you got to think of that all the way, all the time. You forget a birthday. How could you, if you love somebody, how do you forget their birthday? How do you forget that Valentine's coming up? And if you claim you're low on money, you could take donation money, whatever it might be, save it up for a while, put it on the side for their birthday, or Valentine's Day. You just put money on the side so that you have it when the time comes. Not like, oh shit, I've forgotten 2 days, it's her birthday. Oh shit, I got Valentine's Day on top of that. Yeah, well, I try to think ahead, you know, and try to do things the right way. In the long run, it pays off because when you express your feelings to somebody, and it doesn't have to be material things. I want to get beyond that too. It does not have to be material things, not at all. You could get some construction paper and make a card if you're that broke, and write something nice in there. You could do that. There's nothing stopping you from doing that either. It's the sentiment is still the same. Now I know a lot of people are, they're laughing at somebody because came up with some brass and glass rings or something. It looked pretty gaudy, but let's try not to be too negative. And it's really the thought that counts. If it was a real thought, follow me on this. If it was a real thought that even something out of a Cracker Jack box would have meaning to somebody, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Sentiment is sentiment, okay? But not everybody has the money to buy nicer things. But I kind of draw the line between not having a lot of money and buying something that is so absolutely gaudy that it becomes embarrassing. There's a difference, you know. But it's a thought. I'm trying to stay on that line where it's it's a thought that counts. It's a thought that counts. You know, I'm trying to keep a straight line here, keep a straight face actually, but you know, it's a thought that actually counts. So, with that being said, um, this is a continuation of my earlier show. I had to go downtown and buy the flowers. Came back, gave her. She was very excited about it, but she knows me well enough. She knows I was going to get her flowers. Yeah, it's knowing each other that well. And she knew I wasn't going downtown just to pick up something. She knew what I was downtown for. And what I had to go through to get it, too, because it was a busy place. And I had to find the right flowers and the right arrangement and all that stuff. So, you know, it took probably an hour and a half of my time since I left the door. So, so you got to put an effort into something sometimes, too. Although it might seem like a hassle in some ways. Remember, on the holidays, buy early, or if you buy at the last minute, it's going to be mayhem. And it was a little bit of mayhem being downtown. I tried to find a really nice quality box of chocolates, but it's hard to find that kind of stuff in this town. So, but we don't need the chocolates. Believe me, we don't need the chocolates. You know, we had some Toblerone and we had some dark chocolate here. We were picking on. I think enough is enough with the chocolates. We are going out tonight. There will be treats there. There will be cupcakes and all pieces of cake and all kinds of stuff there. So her child's birthday will be 15 tonight, so it's a double holiday. All right, thanks for watching. And I guess the last thing I'll say is stop being goofy, Barry. If you married the chick, you marry her. And marry her for good. Don't come on there and present a Cenomar for her. Show your Cenomar. And better yet, if you haven't already, show the certificate of marriage with the stamps and the signatures, and then everybody will believe you. And that ends the story. That means you got married. Is that so hard to do? Or you're trying to pull everybody's chain, and for what purpose? Either you married the chick or you didn't marry the chick, but don't lie about it. I personally never believed that you could. There was too many flies in the ointment, to be honest with you. Too many flies in the ointment. But getting married, I feel, should be under ideal situations, not because you want this to somehow reflect the immigration. That is not the right reason to get married. And certainly to get married in a jail cell. I mean, you know, women like to look back. They're very sentimental. They'd like to look back on the memories and of the occasion. It'd be in a nice garden near the ocean or something, but it's not going to be in a jail cell. I would have, if it was me, I would have just held off until he could remedy his current situation and get married if he's able to under better circumstances. That's all I'm saying. I don't give a rat's ass if he was able to get married or not, but the point I'm making, do it under the right circumstances. Do it, number one, for love. Do it for love. And do it at the right timing, in the right environment, you know, the right settings. I don't know, Gilda, would you ever like to look back, you know, if we were married, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's an ideal situation? Because you're going to look back on and have fond memories if we got married in a jail cell?
No.
Yeah, see her face on that one. No, it wouldn't. I mean, these are memories to look back on. So I'll condense this by just saying that you get married under favorable circumstances, not to use it as a tool. Because how could you feel good about yourself? I wouldn't. I'd say that was a cheesy thing to do. I'd say it's bad timing, and if you believe in good luck, bad luck, karma, whatever, it's a sign of things to come. I would never want to look back if I married somebody in a jail cell. That would be quite embarrassing. And if you had children, you want to show your wedding pictures to your children. Yeah, that's when we got married, and Daddy was in a detention center, waiting trial. I I'm sorry, couldn't hold that in. That just wouldn't be the proper atmosphere, the proper environment. Anyway, this is just a continuation of the earlier show on here. So there's not a whole lot of people. I'm thinking somebody has a show on there. Question is, will Ricky find his rent-a-date for Valentine's night? Will he find? I don't know. Things are getting pretty tough, he says, in the Philippines. It's not, I don't think that they're getting tough to find a woman in Cebu. I just think, maybe women are just waking up. They don't want some fucking loser that has to pay for the date. Getting a woman on your own accord, not because you're going to pay for that night and pay for some drinks. I don't call that a date. I don't know. There's a lot of things I could actually call it that I won't, but I think it's pretty sad when you reach about 60 years old and you have to pay for your dates every night in order to have that companionship. I think it's quite possible for somebody to find somebody that would take a genuine interest in you. But when you have a certain type of personality and you're just a fucking whack job, I could understand why someone would want to do a pay for date. Got my point? Get my drift? Yeah, that's a sad affair. And just for look's sakes, to show somebody on Valentine's Day that you're with a woman. Well, the question is, how did you get the woman? How much did it cost to rent her? I don't know. They're just fooling themselves. A real man shouldn't have to pay for his date. But then when you look at it, generally when you go out, if you're really serious about somebody, you'll go out on a date and you'll have dinner. If you have a serious interest, you're paying one way or the other. But to kind of like directly pay for a date, that's like another story. That's a sad sack story if I've ever heard one. Where you can't get the companionship and you actually have to pull money out of your pocket. Yeah, spend the night with me. I'll buy you some drinks, make it look like we're a happy couple. Makes it look like I'm killing it, as they like to say. Well, they're killing their wallet, for one, just for the sake of going on camera to say, hey, I got a date for Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's pretty piss poor. That's not the 5-star lifestyle when you can't get a woman. And there's no excuses that you're just on the run. You just want to get laid as much as you can. That's all a bunch of bullshit. People who proclaim that a lot are people that just can't get a woman genuinely interested in her. That's what I say on that. You could buy it or not. I'm not selling what my thoughts are. I'm just telling you what my thoughts are. With all the available women in this country, to have to do a pay-for-date situation, one would think that's quite impossible to happen, but it does happen. It's according who the man is. Okay, what he looks like, what his personality is like, if he's a crazy motherfucker or not. Does he have a pig nose? I mean, that might be some exceptions to the rule, of not being able to find a date. But if a woman is desperate enough, she wants some free drinks and whatever, and companionship for the night, yeah, she'll go out with somebody that way. But all in all, as you look back on this, it's a pretty sad story. All I know is we're going to enjoy ourselves tonight with a great dinner, and not much more to say. She's got her bouquet of flowers. I showed that earlier. And combination, actually, between Valentine's and a birthday. I'll tell you what, I'm hungry right now, actually. It's hard to wait a couple of hours. But we found a resort that we're interested in going to, and already paid in advance, and we're going to make our way down there later and enjoy our Valentine's Day, Valentine's night. Now, I don't really mean to be offensive to a particular individual out here, but stop with the bullshit. Stop telling people you're going to get married to your girlfriend when you're not, if you didn't. Everything is a game with this guy, but it's not a game that he's been incarcerated for 22 months. I don't think that's a game. But, shit or get off the pot is what I say. Either marry the chick or don't marry her. But don't put a Cenomar on there. That Cenomar is just some paperwork where you have intent to marry. Both parties have to prove that they never been married before or still married or they're not married at present. That's what a Cenomar is for. It doesn't mean that you're married. So apparently, unless he's posted more stuff, I just haven't been on. I've been out buying the flowers. He presented a Cenomar and then I don't know if it was a man's hand or a woman's hand. It was hard to tell. With some gaudy looking fucking rings. Looked like it was made out of wood or something. I'm not sure what it was, or brass. Well, congratulations to the couple if you actually achieved that long-term goal of getting married. Anybody want to update me on this? Because actually I just came in about a half hour ago or so. I started the video. Had to present my flowers to my sweetie first before I did anything. I just wanted to continue the show from earlier because I said I was going to go out and take care of a chore. So here I am. Just doing a show now anyway. Okay, what else to cover here? I personally don't think that getting married to somebody under the circumstances, it's going to solve all their problems. In fact, I think that would actually create more problems. But that's me, I think it would create more problems in the future. Because remember, as you all very well know, there's no divorce out here. That creates a problem in the future. A real problem. What if your honeybee goes to prison or gets booted out of the country and never able to come back? What's the point of the marriage? He's never going to get a 13A. That's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. But it's all for show. It's all for purposes of immigration purposes. To maybe to go easy on him on possibly not deporting him, which, well, there's already a summary deportation, so I think that's written in stone. But in his, segmented mind, he thinks that's the solution to all his problems. But I personally think that's at the beginning of further problems. But that's just my thoughts. Okay, I don't have a big audience here. Somebody must be doing a live. I haven't checked. I just got in, I don't know, 45 minutes ago, whatever it's been. But a Cenomar is not proof of marriage. People want to see an actual marriage certificate, and then you can say, okay, they got married. And there you go. Hopes for the couple? Nuptials. Did you say your nuptials? Nuptials? He couldn't spell that. Didn't even know what it was. I'm trying to be nice here. I'm trying to be nice. Sometimes it's hard. When it comes to certain individuals, it's really hard. You got to force yourself. But whether they were able to get married or not is just another one of his bullshit stories to try to bait people into thinking so. Either way, as I said, I don't give a rat's ass because I know it's already a train wreck, and there'll be future train wrecks as a result of actually getting married. That's my opinion anyway. Gotta go. We might do a little bit of footage tonight. Not live, but we'll probably record something tonight of the Gala Valentine's Night Out. Thanks for watching. And here we are, Valentine's Day 2025, and a birthday too. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it, Mr. and Mrs. Well, I guess we got some good timing here, so we're going to go there and get in line and get some of the fixings. Got live music here tonight, and it's all good. Oh, look at that lechon. Look at that lechon. Not for me, though, but hey, you know. Potato salad.
Oh, okay. I would have some.
Beef salami. Looking good in the hood. Okay. Potato salad, this, that, and the other. Could have some real salad over here, I think. Where's the cake? I didn't see no cake.
Okay.
Lamig man din tayo.
If you know this person, the handsome guitarist in the island, Yes. Simple Crane. We are the Simple Crane Waffles. And the Genie drummer, Let me see your eyes, bro. Your eyes. The Chico drummer. Let's go on drums, guys. And the side bass player. Side. And the one of the sexiest bass player in Ireland. Bautista. Alright, here's our next song. It's something about it. Just hold on to your chorus. Get your music.
Outside. Okay, so there's a lot of people here tonight for Valentine's Day 2025. We've got a pretty good mix of foreigners and locals here. Got a really good band though. They were doing a couple of Bee Gees songs that was like right on note. I mean, I couldn't think better. Here's a beach area. You're not going to see the beach. Marlins Resort, bye everybody. Good beach, good memories. Welcome to the Philippines. Valentine's Night 2025. You know, you have to really know when you had enough food. And I don't care if it's a buffet or not. I'm not going to overstuff myself. There's not, a bunch of Americanized food there. It's like your cordon bleu or something, but they did have a salad this time. But it's primarily and predominantly, a lot of Filipino food. Some variations of. All the things I really enjoyed, believe it or not, it was a potato salad. I love the potato salad. You know me, potatoes. So I really love the potato salad. And cordon bleu was okay. And there was a bok choy, beef bok choy, which was also pretty good. I must say the band is actually pretty good. All instrumental, and they got good voices, and I can't see anything bad about them at all. Got some local guys. It looks like they really fit well together. Look at this. This wasn't just the inside I came out of. This is the outside, out here. And it is crowded. And it's like this every year. And we go to various places, but this is the second time we've actually been here for Valentine's Day. And one thing good about Marlins is that they have other interior eating areas. This one here has a sand for a base. You get that nice kind of beach resort feeling. Their facilities are really, really good. They got a good bar right here. This used to be their main room here. If you want to eat something, or they had outside tables outside. That's where I used to go. The place is jammed tonight. And the band is jamming. And another Valentine's Day, I get to be with my Valentine. And that's what it's all about. You go. 15th birthday right there. 15th birthday. We requested a birthday song for him coming up. Oh, here we are. The birthday song. There he is. Birthday song for you, Christian.
Okay.
15th birthday. I've been around with Christian for, well, in his life anyway, one form or another, for 9 years. 9 years. There we go. There we go. Happy birthday, Christian.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, right on, guys.
Happy birthday to you.
That's just for Christian.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Come on, let's clap our hands. Come on.
All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Pick up the pace. Come on, guys.
happy birthday to you.
No dancing? Okay.
Alright, we have the one band highlight here, so more let's agree to happy birthday to Sir CJ.
All right.
Make sure to move out and more glasses to come on. Okay, and
Good looking young man.
stay guapo, stay handsome.
15 years old now.
And birthday to you. Happy birthday.
All right, Christian. Right on. All right, this concludes our Valentine's Day celebration at Marlins Resort, Santa Fe, in the Philippines, Bantayan Islands. And Christian's birthday. Out with the lady and the kids. Another year has gone by, another Valentine's Day. Still here, folks. Still here. And hopefully many, many more. Wish you all a happy Valentine's Day. Hope it went very well for you. Until next year. Well, ring-a-ding-a-ding. Oof. Man, I tell you. Yeah, I try to eat good. I kind of go with what's available. Full heart, full stomach. Kind of wish there was more Americanized, Western foods, but, well, this is really not the place to find it. So you're expecting burgers and fries and stuff like that. No, you're not going to get that at a buffet. Certainly not this one, anyway. All in all, it was pretty good. Picked what I liked. I didn't overdo myself. I didn't get greedy. No, you don't get greedy. There's people that show up later on. They don't always show up on time. They want to make sure, like any event, planners for the food, they'll make sure they got enough food to cover everybody that's going to come in. Some people come in late. We came in right in time this time. They were already serving. So okay, found we're going to sit. And we sat down and we ate right away. And I'm stuffed. I'm really stuffed. But I only ate, to me, some very obvious things that I would normally eat. Chicken cordon bleu, of course. There was a really good potato salad. And then there was also some lettuce. I made a salad with some dressing and cucumber and all that. And there was a pretty good bok choy with beef. That was pretty good. A few other things. There's a few desserts. But I can't just overstuff myself. It don't matter that we paid for this buffet. I don't overstuff myself. Some people do that. They'll pay for that later on. Sometimes with death. I guess you didn't know that if you overstuff yourself, all the blood is going to, away from your heart to your stomach. And I don't know. I don't want to get into some medical shit, but it is true, actually. All these buffet places, they want to get their money's worth. And they go in there and they just eat and eat, open up their belt, on their pants until an ambulance comes, picks them up. And, you don't overdo it at a buffet, They lie to come back in line again, of course, but not once was enough, for me anyway. I'm not that greedy. When I had enough, and that pertains to a hell of a lot of shit. So lots of excitement going on. We got Valentines, we got birthdays, we got a supposed marriage. Okay. Hello, Viking. It was okay. I mean, I'm not going to sing and dance about it. It was atypical for, a Filipino crowd. It didn't have a really big variation of foods. Of course, a couple of different types of rice. Fried rice with garlic, I guess, regular plain white. They had a few things that were seafoody-ish, kind of I didn't eat. So I didn't really, I kind of passed those things. But I just pretty much ate what I needed to eat. Not to be greedy. I didn't want to be greedy. Don't matter if you have to pay for the buffet. I mean, you might have to pay for something. Although it was a good crowd, I just uploaded a video. You probably, if you haven't seen that already, it's already up there. Give you a little idea what it was like. It's the second time that we have actually gone to this particular place. It was Marlin's. Barry knows where it is, right? Barry, you were there. Yeah, you owe me money and those cigarettes too, and the pizza, and your girlfriend's drink. Some things don't change, He owes everybody. Oh, sorry, I got the TV on in the background. I have no idea what's on. It just happened to be on there. We leave the TV on for the dogs, believe it or not. Yeah, we have that kind of consideration. So where's your honey, Viking son, on Valentine's Day? I put so many videos on lately that people just assume that this is a video's already been on. So it's not like they're flocking to my channel to hear what I have to say, but that's okay. Give it a couple of hours, it builds up well after I've actually put this out. I'm not looking to monetize, so it's not a big concern of mine. It's really never been. Crazy day, hasn't been. A so-called bullshit marriage. Yeah. Just tell the truth for once in your goddamn life. Tell the truth, man. That there are complications to get married. I'm happily married to my Filipino, right on. There you go. I like to hear that. Happily married. Has a nice ring to it. And some people are, well, they don't have true relationships. So they're not really happy. However, I personally couldn't live that way. My partner is either for me or not for me. It's either a good match or it's not. It's got to be one or the other. As I'm getting older, that's something you have to consider. You know, each day you wake up, this is the first day of the rest of your life, and you want to be with somebody that, you know, you want to share that life with. No matter how many years you have left, you want to be with somebody that, you know, really cares about you and gives a shit, you know. And that is what it is all about. So I'm just kicking back now, AC on, and I'm going to find some kind of movie to watch on here, I guess. We didn't spend a hell of a lot of time there because it went unusually quick this time because the last time we were there, we had to wait until they opened the buffet up. And we had gotten there last time, it was kind of early. But we got there right in time. And, you know, we ate, and then we walked down to the beach and took some pictures and so forth in the dark. And I wasn't going to hang around to get a second round. I could have, but it doesn't make any sense to do so. I'm not going to overstuff my belly when I'm already stuffed up. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason for that. Some people might do that just to get their pesos worth, but that's not who I am. If I ate enough, I ate enough. That's good enough for me. And good enough for them. And no, you can't take any of this stuff home with you. Some people maybe have tried. Remember Fazio with the plastic bags and his prawns? He'd go to that prawn place. He got kicked out of there. I know he did. He never went back there again. Now he's eating prawns in the sky somewhere, you know. Or, well, maybe the other direction. They're probably very hot and spicy prawns where he's at. Anyway, welcome to yet another show. We're just kicking them out. And we're just kicking them out. And I think it's kind of winding up. Let's see, the big event. Oh no, I was just fucking with people. We got married yesterday. I just want to tell, didn't want to tell what's his fucking name. Okay, yeah, well, you know, we always believe you. You know we do. Yeah, Cenomar just, you know, it just doesn't cut it. You know, we'll look at this differently when you show us National Marriage Certificate. I've had suspicions the whole time. Of course I did. I mean, you know, when his lips move, you know the rest of the story on that. But him, it's non-stop. I just don't know how anybody could live that way. I just really don't. Everything that comes out of their mouth is just an out-and-out lie. But then they come into situations when something real happens to them, and then nobody believes them. Like I just saw a flying saucer, and he actually saw a UFO, and tiny green men coming out of it. Tiny green man. Or he came into Bigfoot. No, not Ricky. Or any of those guys, but hey, I really did see that, man. Why don't you people believe me? I know what I saw. And maybe it really happened, but nobody's going to believe him at that point. And that's kind of brings us up to date on where he's at these days. It comes to the point that nobody, not even his biggest admirers, if he actually has real admirers, besides somebody sucking on one of his man boobs like Brevis, is going to believe. I don't even think Brevis even believes him either. Brevis is there for the show. He's there to get on camera and get noticed. But I don't know, man. If I was in his position, I'd probably go off camera and not get noticed. I mean, he's running away from something, you know, something special in California. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Brevis? Yeah. News at 7, you know? Yeah. Well, everybody's running away from something, it seems, right? I just say, if you're going to get married, get fucking married. You know, quit the theatrics. And do the real thing. You said you could. You said you would. And I said you should. Caring for mental patients. What's this show here? And this guy's reading this thing. Some cartoons in there. Yeah, I think somebody should read a book called Caring for Mental Patients. Maybe his caregiver. Okay. We're definitely on a low battery, but we're okay for a little while anyway. Oh, this is The Green Mile. No, I'm not going to watch that again. I mean, it's a good movie. But I'm not going to watch that again. There are certain movies that you don't mind watching more than once. I've seen it twice. That's good enough for me. Anyway, not much more to talk about. We had a very busy day today. I had to go find flowers, had to make other arrangements. I had to do a double celebration between Valentine's and birthday. And see my upload. It's on there right now. And took some excerpts of our little night out buffet. And we had a good time. Food was reasonable, but as I said, I'm more partial to taking and eating whatever westernized food. But you got to go with what they give you. All in all, it was just fun being together and as a family and going out and celebrating. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. There were no muffins there, though. I felt in the mood for a blueberry muffin. The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Have you seen the Muffin Man? All right, Viking. You're the only brave one that wants to leave a statement on here, but that's okay. I got back not too long ago, so I wasn't planning on staying here all night. So what have we established? So far, we established that it's Valentine's Day. We established that some people are kind of wishy-washy with their stories. The big marriage could have, should have, would have. Yeah. Hey, Laughing Larry. Yeah, yeehaw, yeehaw, yeah. No, I'm serious, man. I was hoping he really would get married. You know, cut the bullshit stories down. Oh, no, we got married yesterday. We don't want to tell anybody. Look, let me tell you something. That would be his biggest opportunity to shove it in my face, because that's what he's trying to do. If he got married, I guarantee tell you, he'd have that on video. No, he wouldn't just show a Cenomar. No, he wouldn't. I mean, nothing's ever stopped him before putting some serious legal papers on his show, which, of course, he should not have done. He's very well known for that. Viking says, you are having a much better life than the parasite ever could. Well, you know, I'm not complaining about it. It's going okay. You know, got to get rid of some other shit that's going on, but other than that, everything's fine. Of course, Brevis is always putting his comments all over Barry's channel and whoever else puts something on. Always has something nice to say. Always has something nice to say, but this is a guy that can't afford to speak about anybody. Better. Oh, okay, got that. Okay, we don't exactly have a crowd here tonight, but that's okay too, because I need to kick back and let my food digest. And the lady got some beautiful flowers. We'll show you them again. Yes, we will. Earlier today. They're real. They're not plastic either. They're real flowers. Sure did. Sure did. And I made quite an effort to get them too. And why was it such an effort? Well, I'll tell you, there was really some competing stores or stands they were taking advantage of the holiday. But I kept on going from store to store. They pretty much were selling the same flowers. But each and every one of them, they were drastically, priced differently. Yeah. I don't know if it was, my color or whatever. I can't say for sure, but they were trying to rook me up the ass, I'll tell you that. They really were. Finally settled on it. 1,000 pesos. When some of them wanted for the same shit, like as much as 1,600. I said, fuck that shit. I mean, I'm not looking at the peso sign like I can't afford it, but why pay 1,600 for something you can get for 1,000 or less? Don't make any sense to me, Dogs out there. Well, it looks like I don't know if it's almost a full moon, but it's actually clouded. Can't see it. Well, yeah, this is the Philippines, okay? This is the Philippines. If you want something, you got to pay for it. It's just like when you go to Cenomar. They have some, regarded as westernized foods here and there in some of these stores, right? But if you want it bad enough, you're going to pay the price. And they know that. And that's why they keep those prices where they are or higher. Because they know if you want it, here it is. Come and get it. You better hurry because it may not last. It's pretty much what it comes down to out here. Everybody flocking to the Philippines for the ladies, but the thing is, they have to survive here too. And let me tell you, it's just not, I don't care, you're not going to make it on $500 or $600 a month. I mean, that's just not happening. Unless you get together with a rich girl, or she's going to, that sounds familiar, somebody that's working and has a job so you don't have to. Well, that's a convenient situation if you could find it. But the girl was stupid enough to go along with that. But yeah, for the fucking flowers. Oh yeah, they're making thousands of pesos. Oh yeah, till the flowers run out, they walk home with a nice paycheck. But I tell you what, every restaurant and bar is crowded tonight. Music playing, and people in the street, tourists here, they're just going wild. It may not be a huge town, but they know how to party here, I'll tell you that. Even the dog's out there in the field somewhere excited tonight. Must be that moon that's out. Yeah, 1,000 pesos is nuts for a bouquet of flowers. What you just saw and I showed you was 1,000 pesos. That's more than a ring Barry bought for his girlfriend. All right, I won't get into that. Okay. It's hard not to, but I'll apologize to Barry for one thing. That's the only thing I'll apologize to him for. Is that if that's all you got to buy, that's all you got to buy. I mean, I'll go easy on him on that one, But, the whole idea was that you want to give somebody something that's going to last. It's not going to rust or turn your finger green, You can be green with envy, but you don't really want green on your skin. That's all I'm saying. You buy something of half good quality, it doesn't have to be expensive, but, when you're getting a Social Security check and you're in jail for 22 months, you're claiming to everybody you're not getting your money, when you really are. You could have put money to the side for her birthday, and for Valentine's Day. You could have done that. That's why I say when I hear them talking nonsense like love, he wouldn't know what love is. It came up and bit him on his now big ass. He wouldn't know what love is. Once you listen to Foreigner's song, I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. How do you show love, Bubba? With your nasty mouth? And I don't mean your rotten teeth. I mean, how do you show love? With your tongue? Is that how you show love? Yeah. Damn, I just wouldn't want to be on the receiving end. Almost 2 years incarcerated, yeah. pretty close. I just think the whole thought of it is disgusting. This is my opinion. Just try to be real, is what I'm saying, for once in his fucking life. Well, I guess maybe he is being real. That's who he is. Maybe he's as real as it gets. But, it's just like the other guy that goes around for, pay for dates. You think his life is really 5-star? I mean, that's what he'd like you to believe? Trust me, guys, his life is not a 5-star lifestyle. That man in particular is lonely as fucking hell. If you can't see that, you're blind, deaf, and dumb. And that's why he has to pay for his dates. He cannot live alone. And because he will eat a hell of a lot more if he's alone. And if you see him now, he's blown up, as if somebody pumped up a balloon and it's getting to the point where it's gonna fucking pop. Yeah. That's how bad it's getting for him. But I don't really think he cares. You gotta understand, there's some people that don't really care about their lifestyle. They figure they got nothing to lose, right? And that goes for a few people out there. They got nothing to lose. They're gonna eat the way they want, drink as much as they want, and do whatever they do. You can't, you can bring a horse to water, you can't force them to drink, and you can't force these people to develop at least a slightly better lifestyle. They might have a habit or something, but maybe they could, make up on that habit with something good, eat the right foods and, take vitamins and do whatever it is they need to do if they want to continue their life and, keep on buying more dates. You'll stay alive longer to buy more dates. There you go, there's an answer to that. You'll get more dates in the future that you can buy if you stay alive a little bit longer. Sounds like a sweet deal. But I personally could not, as I'm aging, and I'm aging like anybody else, maybe better than some people, but nevertheless, I'm aging. There's no doubt about that. I'm glad that I have somebody. And no matter what happens, we're never going to be separated. If we were, it would be for a short period of time. If it had to come down to that, like I gave my story about that. We will make sure that we're together no matter what, if it's not in the same country. We can compromise that way, as long as we're together.
I don't understand. You're just gonna have to trust me.
That's knowing you got a really good partner that's willing to give up everything she's got to be with you no matter what. That's how you know you got a good partner. Need I say more? Okay, but I'm going to get off this thing here. I'm going to kick back a little bit here. Rest my tummy. Another, well, if you want to call it a holiday, another holiday's over. What else is coming up? Everybody, your kid's birthday. Okay, got that. Oh, the mother's birthday. Gilda's mom's birthday is toward the end of this month. I'm going to tell you the date. It's toward the end of the month. It's another trip out there to the lovely Cebu, Cebu. And after that, I don't know of any other holidays, but her kids have different birthdays at different times. I can't keep up with it until she reminds me. So. Green Mile, good movie. Boss, just gotta be quiet now. That's such a big guy. What's his name? He passed away too. I do believe he did pass away. Big dude. Town is crowded. They're making money. Everybody's having a good time tonight. That's what it's all about. If you're going to retire, man, keep your nose straight. Keep everything in a positive direction and try to make the best of what you got. I can't tell you enough that you just don't know when. So enjoy the time you have. If you got a problem, take care of it, man. I don't care if it's legal. You got a medical problem, take care of it, man. Worry about being poor later on if you have to use up all your money for some medical procedure, but it's better to go for the medical procedure than to allow yourself to just pass on if that's something that you want. That's why you got to put away for stuff like that. Okay, not much dialogue going on here today. I wouldn't blame you if you just played out, because people have been doing a lot of shows lately, and I've certainly done my share, that's for sure. Maybe it's time to just kick back a little bit on this. We already pretty much know what the hell is going on in the community. Ricky, no date, unless he buys another one for Valentine's. If he didn't put a show on, he probably didn't find a rent-a-date. What a shame. I just can't live that kind of life, man. I'd rather be dead. I'm being serious. I'd rather be dead than to be alone at that age. I wouldn't care anymore. I would throw caution to the wind. I wouldn't care. Maybe that's what Ricky and people like him are doing. That's just not me. I've had moments in between having any women in my life. They were long too, between one point and another of meeting another woman. I know how it feels. And I had a great disappointment once, when I thought I really found initially the woman of my dreams. That didn't turn out, but I rushed too fast, as many people do, many expats do. Didn't let it happen naturally, did not, just kind of let it ride and see where it went, instead of kind of jump into something head first, which I've always advised people. And I say this because I made that mistake myself, you know. That was the major mistake I've actually made. But I got over it. And hopefully she's happy in her life. I actually discovered somebody on YouTube that I didn't really date, but she was somebody that I was in communication with that did take advantage of me. You know, with a phone and a headset. And it was going to be a lot more than that if I didn't wake up. And finally I woke up. Well, actually, she felt guilty about what she was doing and didn't want to even show herself on camera. She was at the side of the camera. She was crying. Wow. A Filipino with a conscience. She knows what she did wrong. That was it. I said, no more. Got a camera phone off me. God bless you. Use it well. Then you move on. Which I'm going to do right now. Happy almost marriage to you there, Barry. But as I said, we'll believe it when we see the certificate. We're behind you, son. We're behind you. With what? I'm going to say, but we're behind you. By the way, did you get that baseball bat taken away from you that stupid Brevis gave to you? Which was on the list of one of the stupid things I witnessed on here. Nobody would believe me if I didn't actually record it. But I did. I'm so glad I did. All right, I gotta go, man. You guys all have a good morning or good evening, whatever time it is over there where you live. My day's over. Maybe yours is just starting.